Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide, where we talking nothing but this boxing, man. What's good, fam? Hey, listen, man, welcome to the channel. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. And if you're new here, I want you to be here. So I want you to think about subscribing as we stay knee deep into this boxing conversation, man. Now, the topic of discussion, the topic on everybody's mind is why hasn't the unification bout between Errol Spence Jr. and SHAWN Porter been announced? Now it was over a month ago, maybe some months ago, that the fight was supposed to be being made. I know SHAWN Porter, he has come out, his dad has come out. They have said that they have signed their contract. They was waiting on Errol Spence, and in recent days, Derrick James, who is the trainer of Errol Spence Jr., he has come out on Instagram stating that they have signed their portion of the contract. So why hasn't the fight been announced? Well, the legendary promoter Bob Arum, he seems to know why. He seems to have an inside track as to why. Bob Arum says in a recent interview on Boxing Scene, he says that a SHAWN Porter fight cannot give Errol Spence Jr. the money that he wants. You know, he said the only fight that can do that is the Terence Crawford fight. And he said the sole reason why Errol Spence Jr. and Al Haymon, they have not announced this fight was because that they are open to making the fight between Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. this fall. Now, if you really think about what's going on, if you really think about what Bob Arum is saying, there's a lot of truth that may be coming through his words for once. You know what I'm saying? You got to ask yourself, why hasn't this fight been announced? You know, why hasn't this fight been announced? People have been speculating maybe it's because of De La Hoya saying that he'll give Errol Spence Jr. $20 million to come over here and fight Canelo Alvarez. Others have been saying that it's because he's in heavy negotiations with Terence Bud Crawford, the WBO welterweight champion of the world. But my feelings are he's definitely in talks with somebody. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely in talks with somebody, and I do think it is Terence Crawford. I think that they are working on the deal, you know what I'm saying, and they are trying to iron out the small print of the deal. I do not think it's Canelo Alvarez because I do not think Errol Spence Jr. is ready to take that leap up to middleweight. That is two weight divisions up. He is a big welterweight, but I don't think he's quite ready for middleweight, not yet. I think he would want to test his, dip his feet in the water a little bit out of middleweight first before going straight for, the top, the upper echelon in Canelo Alvarez, man. But Bob Arum says that no matter what, Terence Crawford will be fighting in the fall, and he hoped that fight with Errol Spence can be made. You know, if you think about it, both sides have been quiet. You know what I'm saying? Usually we're hearing something from, Errol Spence's side, or we're hearing something from Terence Crawford's side. But now we're not hearing nothing. And we all know in the boxing game, when there is silence, that means there is work being done, man. And, I do believe that, we may see this fight between Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford next, next. What other excuse, what other reason could there be for them not announcing the fight with SHAWN Porter? I know, right after they talked about, making the SHAWN Porter Errol Spence fight, I know they came out with, and Errol Spence saying that that fight would not be pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? They came out and said that Danny Garcia, they threw that out there to us, to the fight fans, and let us chew on that a little bit. But that fight was speculated to be on pay-per-view. So maybe Errol Spence Jr., he sat back and thought about it like, whoa, I just beat this guy to smithereens. How in the hell does he get rewarded with a pay-per-view and I don't? So maybe that's the reason why he pumped his brakes on the SHAWN Porter matchup, you know what I'm saying? And he's trying to make the best fight that can make financial sense, man. And you know what I'm saying, like Bob Arum said, I agree. The only fight right now that's sensible for him to make that type of money is a unification bout with the WBO champion Terence Bud Crawford, man. A fight that we all want to see, a fight that everybody has been talking about, man. The skills of these two fighters match up brilliantly, man. Nobody knows who's going to win. Everybody goes back and forth. The fans of Spence, the fans of Crawford, they go at it every day on this YouTube thing, every day on social media. The thing has gotten ugly at times, man, because both of these fan bases are so passionate about their fighters, man, as they should be. You know, me myself, I think they are both very, very talented fighters, man. Very, very talented fighters. But I got to keep it a buck. I got to keep it 100. I do have Terence Crawford #1 on my pound for pound list. Now, that does not necessarily mean I think he could beat Errol Spence. You know what I mean? I think it will be a spectacular matchup. And if that fight's made, I will reveal my pick, and I will reveal why I picked who I picked. You understand what I'm saying? But I just want to come on here and I want to throw that out there, man. Bob Arum, you know what I mean? He just threw us a bone. You know what I'm saying? He said that, you know, that's the reason they haven't announced it, because Haymon and Errol Spence, they are very open to making the Errol Spence Jr. fight, man. You know what I mean? So let's keep our fingers crossed, man. Let's hope we get this fight, man. It'll be one for the ages, man. I think, you know, the fight will be so good that we possibly get a second and a third fight between these two men, because I do think these are the two best welterweights on the planet, man. Some of the top, I think both of these fighters are in the top 5 pound for pound. You know what I mean? That's how highly I think of both of them, man. But that's all I got, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Like I said, if you're not subscribed, don't forget to tap dance on that subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when I'm dropping more videos. But in the meantime and in between time, stay blessed and keep on supporting the sport that we love called boxing. Peace. I'll holla.